What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and you've seen me do tons of desk setup videos in the past, and many of them are focused around creativity, productivity, and of course the use case that I personally usually build desk setups for, and that is when it comes to photo and video editing for making YouTube videos. Today we're taking a look at a revolutionary item that I believe is probably one of the most underrated pieces of tech that you can add to your desk setup if you're a creative photographer, videographer in particular, or anyone who deals with a lot of different mediums, projects, and files in order to very easily organize, backup, transfer, and work on all of the content that you've worked so hard to capture. And this right here is the brand new Lexar Professional Workflow. And I want to give a huge thanks to Lexar for sponsoring this video. In essence, this right here is a 6-bay module that has all of these different inserts, whether it is an SD card slot, a CF Express, an SSD, and you can go ahead and just insert it into the dock and have everything in one place when it comes to transferring, rearranging, or working on all of your different files. And having it in one place with the Thunderbolt 4 speed as well as the ability to supply power as well is just so powerful, and I just love the fact that it is all in one place, but also when I go on the go, I can just take it out, bring it with me, and actually use it in the field as well. And in this video, we're going to be talking about all of the different capabilities of this ecosystem and also how it enhances my overall workflow, and just give you guys a bit of a behind the scenes process of how we create our YouTube videos, manage the files, and take it to the editing process. So over the last 13 years of making YouTube videos, I've had the privilege of starting from recording videos on my iPod Touch to upgrading to cameras over the years, all the way up to state-of-the-art equipment such as the Red Raptor 8K, which is what you guys are watching this video on right now. In addition to that, we also have many other cameras such as the Blackmagic, which is recording the B cam, as well as the Sony FX3s, which handle all of our on-the-go lifestyle and travel videos, and of course, also footage in the air, such as the DJI Mavic drones. And when you combine everything together with over a dozen pieces of camera equipment, they use all different types of mediums from CF Express, SD, micro SD, and some of them record directly to an SSD as well. And so managing all of the different card readers, files, and all that kind of stuff can be very overwhelming on top of the actual process of content creation. And this is where the Lexar Professional Workflow comes in, because with this hub right here, I have it plugged into my home desk setup where I just show up, put all of my different cards in, and from there I can view all of them on my computer, start backing them up, and from there can start grading the footage before taking it to editing in Final Cut. Taking a look at the design itself, with the 6 bays, the key here is modularity. You can change all the different types of card readers depending on what you need specifically, or you can also plug in as many SSDs that you might have purchased within the ecosystem as well. And so, for example, you take a look at this one right here. It has an SD card slot and also a micro SD card slot, and it supports UHS 2 speeds. And you can see on the back, there is a USB Type-C port. And so if you're on the go, you can use it as a traditional card reader, but when you get home, you can either put it into one of the bays to transfer over to your computer or another drive, or you can always just leave it in, which is kind of what I have in my workflow. Some of the other ones that you can also select is a dual UHS 2 SD card slot. Having all of these different slots is great because in the future, say I picked up another camera with a different type of card medium, I can just go ahead and purchase a little adapter for that and add it to one of the bays as my desktop workflow. But most importantly, it is very reliable. On top of that, Lexar has also made some SSDs that go along with this entire setup as well, of course with the same form factor. It's available in 2 and 4 terabyte options, and it's encased in this very high quality metal finish, very nice edges, super portable, and it has a top read and write speed of 2,000 megabytes per second. And so you can really get the performance you need when transferring large files very quickly and also to edit directly on the drive. The portable SSD is also IP68 rated, so it is really durable, has 3 meters of drop resistance, and it also has a thermal control design, which stays relatively cool even at top speeds. And so I can have it on my main computer where I work on all the footage, have it backed up on and organized, but being able to just take it out, hand it off, send it off for editing, and then bring it back again and plug it back into the main hub, it's just a really clean workflow. There's nothing worse than having a bunch of different cables on your desk when it comes to different card readers, SSDs, not really knowing which one is which. And so having them being able to be housed in this one beautiful enclosure is great, but there are also some other reliability benefits to that as well. When it comes to the speed, this right here is a Thunderbolt 4 hub. And you'll take a look at the cable back here. It has one that goes straight to your computer, and you can daisy chain up to 6 additional docks, which is pretty crazy, giving you a total of 36 ports to go ahead and have all your storage, and even output directly to up to an 8K display or a pair of 4K displays. On top of that, it also has a power delivery output of 140 watts. So if you need to go ahead and charge your cameras or any additional accessories, or plug in any external accessories that aren't part of the ecosystem, you can still utilize the ports on the Lexar Professional workflow. And the metal design is just beautiful. It is really good when it comes to heat dissipation because there is a fan built in as well, and all of the vents back here do help with the heatsink aspect of it. And I mean, this whole enclosure is just super stylish. It goes perfectly with my Mac workflow, and just having it underneath the desk shelf next to my studio display and XDR displays is super awesome. When it comes to the speed allocation of the 6 bays, 2 of them support 40 gigabits per second, whereas the other 4 support 10 gigabits per second. And so you can kind of prioritize based on stuff that may need a higher bandwidth, such as camera footage that is coming out of my Red, where it is all in Red RAW, whereas SD card supported at the UHS 2 speed is fast enough as it is. And so as soon as I finish my day, it has kind of become a routine to just go to the computer, back up the footage right away, and grade it same day, just so the next day is just a fresh start to capture more content or bring it on the road with me. So at the end of the day, I think any creative should go ahead and check out the professional workflow from Lexar, because it is a similar workflow to one that I've used for many years, but it is a better version of it that also supports SSDs. I just love the fact that this is a very versatile setup, and whether I'm sitting at home and filming tech videos for weeks on end, or flying around the world for weeks at a time with terabytes of footage that need to be backed up, I can keep this at my house or bring it with me, or use the Express setup on the go to ensure all my footage is well backed up, well sorted, and ready for editing. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.